Hello everyone, and welcome back to what I believe will be the final episode of Emma's Nightmare. In the last episode, we discovered the fate of Neil in this note. And now, we are proceeding on to the interior of the tower, where I'm certain an epic final boss awaits us. And some awesome scenery. Look at all this! Wow! What a place. I can't wait to kill my dad in here. Alright. Time for business. Emerald Shard of Awareness. Crimson Shard of Fire. Indigo Shard of Spirit. Obsidian Shard of Death. By your powers combined.
Not so fast. Now, I wouldn't want to reassemble something, so let me just remove that from you.
Hey!
There, that's much better. Man, what's wrong? You again, Oh, I think. Did you find poor Neil back there? That's really too bad. Don't say I didn't warn you. But we both know that you wouldn't listen anyways. So, here we are. By the way, you can't see it from way out here, but there's a machine that I'm about to start. Bathe this room with deadly radiation. You'll probably end up getting something like 5 times more radiation than the Chernobyl disaster in 1980s. Oh wait, that hasn't happened. I keep getting my ears mixed up. Anyway, you can try to run up there and shut it down, but I would be very surprised if you did. I just won't let it happen. So, enjoy your gift. This time you won't have that damn Emerald Shard keeping you safe.
Darn it, Dad, we had this talk. You can't tell me who I can and can't love. I'm gonna stay up past 7 p.m. And I'm gonna eat ice cream before my broccoli. Crimson Shard. Gotcha. Oh, whoa, haha. Hey, he's actually casting magic at me. That's pretty cool. I admire your skills, Father, but I have grown strong. I got the Indigo Shard, and I know how to dodge your magic. And I'm gonna watch TV for more than half an hour a day. And I'm also gonna kill you. I guess that also would be kind of naughty. Let's see, where are you, Emerald Shard? Ah, there you are. It's keeping me aware that it might be tucked behind that little... Ow! Ah, darn, that hurt. There goes all my laudanum. Not that I had much to begin with. Let's hope I don't get hit again. The lever won't budge. Can I smash it with something? How about this brick? Ow! Oh, come on. No, it fell off. Okay, I think it stopped anyway. You can try, Dad, but I'm a kid. I know how to bring the house down much better than you do. Ow! Okay, I stand corrected. You do know how to bring the house down in a certain respect, but that will not be enough to stop me. And unfortunately, I don't have any laudanum left, so we're gonna be injured on our way down the stairs. Hopefully we don't fall. Can I ride you? Can I ride you on the way down? Hiya! Mush! Nah, okay. That might have been cool if I could ride a support beam down the stairs. Whew, he's really doing some work, isn't he? Ow! Well, I'm at the bottom. I'm finally back down. Now let's try this again. Emerald Shard of Awareness, Crimson Shard of Fire, Indigo Shard of Spirit, and Obsidian Shard of Death. By your powers combined, I create...
assembled this thing. How the hell did you manage all this?
Because I'm Emma frickin' Coleman, dude.
Is that it? Is that... No. My power. It's fading.
Haha, you're mortal again.
I can't stay afloat. No!
Yes!
No!
Yes! Father. You never wanted any of this. That damned orb corrupted you and brought you to this fate. Oh, Emma. At least now it's finally over. Don't you think you should get out of here before the building collapses? You know, it's still falling, probably. Oh, okay, I guess we're just gonna get out of here with no problem. Or not.
Wake up, Emma. Emma?
What? Wait, that was the ending? Was it all a nightmare? Was it real? What happened? Well, I guess that's the end of Emma's Story Part 2, Emma's Nightmare. Man, what a great sequel! It's incredibly obvious that Neil improved at map design after the first story. So many awesome moments in this one. I love that he gave each orb shard its own characteristics and personality, and that the Emerald Shard protected us for several decades for us to awaken in the future was a damn good twist. The oil pacing and candle placement were excellent. You nailed it with the candles and torches we could light up, and oil was never too scarce, but never too abundant either. I expect we'll be going through a bunch of other custom stories, and y'all will see the differences in how perfect the lighting is here versus how it often is. Your mannequin scares were even better than in Emma's story, and they alone set these two customs apart from the rest. My only complaint is that I wanted more orb shards. Well, that and that some of the moments within the Obsidian Shard of Death were questionable. That part after Cabin 1 when the monster attacks, the player needs higher movement speed or some way to hide. I only escaped through sheer luck, I'm sure. And that note in the structure by the river? That should have said on the ground floor or down the ladder or something. I don't know if it's my tendency to take things very literally or what, but I may have missed that door on the first floor. The building could have been given less of a square shape, and maybe the presence of that other room might have been more obvious. I found it, so it's no problem, but it's a thought. Occlusion culling is another consideration. For those of you who don't know, occlusion culling is a system where the game doesn't render certain objects if the player can't see them. Surrounding the parkour room and the Crimson Shard of Fire with more winding hallways would have helped reduce lag in that area. Still, it was only one area where it was really a problem. Despite those few nitpicks, this custom story was immersive, detailed, spooky, fun, and built on the original Emma's story in new and interesting ways. And the Shard of Death was still, I think, my favorite of the four. The drawn-out crypt, the brute scares, the many gravestones, the dark forest and the ambience within it, and that damn Cabin 1 full of those trolling statues. Anyway, there was also that final boss fight. Man, some people may disagree, but I love having final boss fights in Amnesia. It's something you can't really do in the game, fight monsters, so such innovations that allow for it are always pleasant to see. And then I suppose I'm also iffy about the ending. Yeah, we go into a few nightmare sequences, we awaken from a nightmare, the whole custom story could be considered a figurative nightmare, but having us wake up at the end like that? I mean, really? We just beat the bad guy and saved the world, and that was fine. It didn't have to literally be Emma's nightmare. Ah well. That too is a nitpick. This is a great custom story. And for a single person doing the story, the scripting, designing the gameplay, all that junk, very impressive. Aside from a few typos and grammatical errors, aside from a couple of tables missing, nothing was really incomplete here. Some of the old environments look weird, as I mentioned in the preceding story, but the fact that Neil kept them around so Emma could tread the old ground again and get spooked twice as much was good. That automatically gives it a pass in my book, and it also shows that Neil is willing to keep his less impressive previous work around and build on it. Now, I don't know if he feels that way about his old maps, but as a modder myself, I nitpick the hell out of the stuff I work on, so I can only imagine that he knew his new environments looked so much better while he was doing this one, but chose to keep the old environments preserved exactly the way they were, with some cobwebs and destruction added anyway. So I'll regard it as acknowledging his mistakes and building on them. And therein is a good lesson to remember for those watching this. There's nothing wrong with admitting to your mistakes. In fact, it's admirable. Honesty is one of the most important values in our lives because it's the foundation upon which greater feelings are built. Trust, friendship, love. And at the end of the day, it can keep you sane too. You're honest with yourself about your feelings, aren't you? And if not, where does that leave you? If you can't trust yourself, who can you trust? Can you trust yourself to consider your feelings objectively? Or do your emotions control what you think? Do you trust yourself to adjust your beliefs, or at least reconsider them when faced with conflicting evidence? Do you embody the emerald shard of awareness? It's far from easy to lose your delusions. To maintain confidence in your beliefs and in yourself, yet also possess the capacity to reason those very same beliefs away, given sufficient opposition, is very difficult indeed. And yet, such a skill is essential to keeping your mind free and sane. I myself struggle at times to face the reality of my situation. It's all too easy to forget the truth and become lost in memories and dreams, in delusions. We have to keep trying. Even if it's pointless, we must press on. Still, what can I do if I struggle so? Indeed, what can I do? That remains to be seen. That question, I suppose, is one only I can answer. And it's one only you can answer for yourself, too. Don't let anything stand in your way. Failing the last thing you try is the time that you lose sight of the truth, of ambition and passion, and fall prey to one of the most stunting and difficult complications any of us must contend with: apathy. You can still be passionate in sadness and frustration. You can still feel ambitious at the bottom of a well. But apathy is the clearest symptom of being lost. So, for actively supporting me in pursuing my goals, I want to once again give a sincere and gleeful shout out and thank you to all of my patrons thus far. Thank you so much. Your support means everything to me, and I hope I continue to be both entertaining and informative. For everyone in general, I hope y'all enjoyed this Let's Play. Please consider dropping a like, subscribing, hit that bell for notifications if you do, and don't forget to check the description for a link to my Patreon and stuff. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!